same as last week. I had almost 70,000 steps last week. Are we already filming?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just looking at my states on my WW app. Welcome back to weekly weigh-in, which I haven't done in a really long time. And
yeah, because she was like not gaining or losing really anything.
Yeah, so I was just like staying like here.
Maintaining.
Yeah, I was maintaining between 153 and 155 for the longest time. And then starting probably in about April, I ditched the alcohol. I love my wine. Don't I love my wine?
She's a Grigio girl.
Do you remember when you first turned 21 and you bought me a bottle of wine from Walgreens? And you're like, did you know that you can buy wine at Walgreens?
Yes.
And it was like something like super sugary.
Oh,
like,
yeah, probably like Arbor Mist or something.
Yeah, I think it was Arbor Mist, yes. I was either that or Boone's Farm, but I think it was Arbor Mist. And I was like, and then you got me a mommy's sippy cup.
Oh, my God.
Wine glass. But anywho, and not to say that changed everything, but I think what would happen is I have one glass of wine, you know, having a glass of wine was like telling me like that my work day is over. So if you do anything in social media, you can always work all the time. And so Hannah and I are working on our work-life balance. And so that once I had that glass of wine, I was like, okay, no more work, you're done. And then it's like, well, you need a glass of wine with dinner. And then you have to reward yourself for keeping a clean kitchen.
Right.
And if you don't know, we have a cleaning checklist. We'll put it down the link below.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden that's 3 glasses of wine, and it's like, for what? And then it would be like, well, maybe I should have some pretzels.
Right.
You know, and then the nighttime snacky would come back. So now I'm down, hold on. I was on 0.8 this week. I'm started at 192 on January 1st, 2022. I'm 148.8, so I'm minus 43.2. And you can see how many times I've been in budget. I have tracked over 900 days. It's been, since December 26, 2022, or 2021. And somebody was asking me on Connect, like, they've been tracking everything down like 20 pounds since January, and about to go on their first vacation, and she's like, I'm on the fence of whether or not I want to track or not. And I was like, do it, because I know me, like the second one day goes without tracking, I could not track for another 6 months. And that's just my personality. So I have to work with what I know. And I travel, and some days I could have minus 80 points a day. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just data at the end of the day. But I knew like if I would come back from vacation, once that habit was gone, it's goodbye.
It's so hard to get it back.
Bye-bye.
But also I think conversely, if you continue tracking even when you're scared, because you're like, I'm going to eat stuff that's going to throw me way off and I am going to be negative 87 points, you might surprise yourself because you'll put in, you know, a slice of cheesecake or your order of fries or the double cheeseburger, whatever it was that you enjoyed when you were on vacation.
Absolutely.
You might be surprised it's not as terrible point-wise as you thought it was.
Yes, and they always, like, I always go back to Giada De Laurentiis, who's on Food Network. She's the Italian chef that's super tiny, and she makes all this really good food. People said, how do you stay so slim? And one of the things she says is that she eats a little bit of everything, not a lot of anything. And so when I travel, that's what I do. And I'll tell you, by the 3rd day in Greece, I'd had enough feta cheese. I was done, you know, I knew what it tasted like. It was fine, but it was served as every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I could easily overindulge, but I was like, I'm good. I've had it. So now the thing is, like, last time I went to my doctor's appointment, she's like, I don't think you need to lose any more weight. And I think that's true. I mean, I still need to like reshape a little bit more, like the belly and such as, but my strength training is, I think, what's reshaping my body. So even though I'm down like maybe 6 or 7 pounds since April, the strength training is like reshifting my body.
It's toning you, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Are you zooming in, Hannah?
I will.
But I'm still 10 pounds over what the Weight Watcher app says that I should be to get lifetime. So from my 5'2", 109, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
that would be
look
like another
emaciated.
40 pounds off of me. I don't even know. But 137 is the top. So if I don't get to 137 pounds, or I think that 145 might be where my sweet spot is, then I have to get a doctor's note in order to get Lifetime. But I don't really care. I'm not in a hurry to get Lifetime because I haven't paid for Weight Watchers since 2017. You have a link. I have a link to share, and typically all I have to do is share it in January, and I get enough people to sign up, and all they have to do is go for a couple weeks, and you get a free month, I get a free month, and so my membership now is good through July of 2029. So we've got
amazing.
time. So I need to hit goal by July of 2029, or just keep giving out my link every January. But yeah, so I'm just keep on keeping on, and this lifestyle seems normal to me. Like, I don't think of it like as deprivation. I went to dinner twice last week and enjoyed myself at both times and tracked it and moved on. So it was
amazing.
Yeah.
What do you think? What other things do you think you did last week?
I tried new things. So I went kayaking. My friend Danny, she's my new friend. She found me on TikTok of all places, and she's Hannah's age, which is really fun to hang out with her. But she lives in a lake in the town next to us, and she brought her brother's kayaks, and we kayaked. Took us 73 minutes to go around the whole lake, just something different. And then I also brought my bike out. So I biked a lot. I think it was 2021, Hannah.
Yeah.
And then for the last 2 years, I just never took it out. I don't know why. And the pool was closed one day, and I was like, oh, I was gonna go swimming. And I was like, your bike's in there. But you know, it was scary. Did I tell you this, Hannah?
Yes.
I had like a little basket. So it was kind of cool because it had clear things, so I could put if I was doing Strava, you know, to like see how many miles I was doing, you could see through it. But then a basket, I could have my gummies and stuff like that. There was some sort of nest that somebody.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, somebody in the shed built it. So I just shut it immediately because I didn't know if anything was in there, and I just got scissors and cut it and threw it away.
Oh, you cut it off all the way?
Yeah, because it was a nest. I didn't know. Yeah. I think I only paid
spooky.
like $10 for it, so I can get another one.
Yeah.
But I was just like nervous if there was like a little mouse or like a mole or anything.
Someone's gonna jump out at you.
Yeah, I just zipped it back up and then cut it, and out the door it went. So I was a brave girl. Usually I make Hannah do this the dirty stuff.
Take away any dead mice.
Yeah, dead mice or dead mole in the basement. That's Hannah's job. So, but yeah, I just am continuing.
You tried new things. Ate good food. Didn't overeat. Yeah, just all the things. And I think that the more you do eat differently than you did, the further out you are. So now I'm like 2.5 years in over that. It just becomes your new normal. So, I mean, there's many times that anytime I had an event, I'd be like, oh, well, great. I'm not gonna lose weight this week because I've got X, Y, and Z. But turns out you can go to those things and maybe you just enjoy one little thing at that event and not make it so food related, and make it about the people and who you are around versus the food. Because food was always the number one concern. Like, what are they gonna have? What am I gonna eat? I'm looking at the menu 2 weeks if I know I'm going out. I already know what I'm gonna order. You know. Yep.
And usually it was like the most indulgent thing on the menu, and I would eat every bite of it. And like on Thursday, I got filet mignon sliders. There's 3 of them. Some French fries. Came with a cup of soup. I had the cup of soup because I knew that was low points. I had one of the sliders and a few fries, and it would end up being 13 points. Totally fit in within my day. I enjoyed the company that I was with, and I didn't sweat about it. So,
perfect.
Yeah. So that's that. And now I'm just about to go to my strength training to go see Taisky.
Woo!
So strong. So strong.
Yeah, well,
and then say hi to Todd.
This sleeping angel. Oh, he just woke up.
He can barely keep his eyes open.
He's just so sleepy. It's been a really rough, hard day.
Mondays are hard for him.
Yeah.
The Sunday scaries.
We'll also show the clip of him from this morning.
Oh, yes.
On the couch.
Yeah.
Well, hope you guys make it a great week.
Yeah, and we'll just see you in the next one.
If you're new here or you keep returning, Thank you so much for watching. As always, the easiest way to support us is by watching this video, liking, subscribing, and giving us a comment below.